Hi everyone, James Hannon here. Welcome to tonight's webinar. No matter where you're dialing in, calling in, or wherever you are around the world, we want to welcome you. We've got people here on tonight's webinar all over Australia. I can see someone there from Germany. I'm pretty sure we've got people on there from New Zealand. I can see someone from Singapore. It doesn't matter where you're from. We want to say welcome. Good. You've done a great job being here tonight. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's James Hannon. I am the founder of the A-Team within Mannatech, which is a company you're going to hear about. We've been privileged to earn a couple of $1 million doing this, to train up other people to do exactly the same thing, and we've had a lot of fun doing it. You know, I remember coming home one day from work, and my wife met me at the door, and she said, "Honey, we need to buy our first daughter, our oldest daughter, Samara, a pair of shoes." And I said, "Sure, let's go do that." And she said, "We can't." And I said, "Why?" And she said, "We don't have any money." Now, on your GoToWebinar control panel, there's a little hand with an arrow. If you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, can you hit that little hand with an arrow and wave at me a little bit? That lets me know that everything's good. Fantastic. So just let me know if anyone can relate to, not having enough money to buy shoes. Just hit that little hand button if you can relate to that kind of a scenario. Yeah, well, that was us. We didn't have money to buy shoes. Our holidays were those kind of holidays, staying at our family's houses because you couldn't afford to go anywhere else, or at caravan parks. Even though we loved camping, it wasn't camping because we wanted to go camping. It was camping because that's all we could afford. And we wanted to change. And so after getting started and actually following the program that you're about to hear about tonight, we've been able to transform our lives and the privilege of helping other people do the same. So these are the team, or some of the team from around the place on the webinar tonight. This is our team coming back from Tahiti. That's our last day in Tahiti. That's how we all decided that we would look. Some people look great. The rest of us are like, no, we don't want to leave. So we're chucking a little bit of a fit. This is one of the fun nights we put on. This is some of the team over in New Zealand having a great time up in Brisbane. And this was the awards night this year, where our team took out all of the major awards. And, it's so much fun. But, we just had something happen this last week, and we want to celebrate this. This is one of our incredible leaders, Naomi, and her husband, Christian. They got started with us just over 3 years ago. They were in a lot of financial struggles and financial strife, and they were looking for a way out. They were looking for a solution. And this last week, they were able to attain the level within our team called Presidential Director. What does that mean? Well, it means that they're earning over 6 figures a year by partnering with us, over $100,000 a year. They're also nourishing 600 children every single month. So give me a little wave if you would like to be in Naomi and Christian's shoes, earning an extra passive income of $100,000 per year at the same time of being able to nourish 600 children. Yeah, there's hands going up everywhere. And, we're so proud of these guys. Naomi messaged me tonight and said, I've got so many people that are coming on board, so she would normally be here. She's not here, so you'll get to hear her normally. Especially with a recognition like that. We're so proud of those guys and what they have achieved. And so let me ask you a simple question. It's called a guide to business ownership. In 2 to 5 years, if time and money weren't an object in your life, what would you do differently than you're doing today? Would you spend more time doing some of the things that you love to do? I was catching up with William today. William goes to our church here in Coffs, and he said, if I had more time, I would actually go in the missions field. I'll go and help out in areas that need more help. What would you do? Would you travel? Would you decide to go home to would you go to another country? Would you go visit family? What would you do? Would you give back? For my wife and I, we love to give, and it's important to us to be able to do that. Some of you might be heading into the final years, not the golden years, where it's time not to worry about having a job and you're wanting security, or some are just wanting freedom. But if in 2 to 5 years, because this is a 2 to 5 year plan, time and money weren't an object anymore, what would you do differently? But the challenge that we face, and even though these are some American statistics, they are very relevant here for Australia. 35% of Americans have debts reported to collection agencies. Now, I used to work for a company called Fox Symes. Even though we had one division which was totally different to what their main business is, Fox Symes, what they do is they work on behalf of people that have gotten into too much debt. And it scared me how many people have like tens of thousands of dollars backed up on credit cards, or credit card debt that they'll never repay, or debt to finance companies that they'll never repay because they've just gone over the limit and they've got no way. What Fox Symes do is they would come alongside those people. They would negotiate on those people's behalf with the companies that they owed money to, and Fox Symes would say, well, you can either have nothing or you can take a reduced amount over a period of time. That's happening in a big way here in Australia. The average worker holds 10 jobs. The average cost of a 4-year college degree, and the same here in Australia, is $100,000. My daughter, our oldest daughter, is about to leave school next year, and she's already thinking about university. We're proud of that. But her course in university, if you add up everything, is going to be well over $100,000. So it's impossible almost to pursue a life of passion when you're looking at that kind of stress that's being put on us. Now, you personally may not have that stress. You might be okay. But what about your kids? Or what about friends and family? You might be here because you're looking for time because everything else is okay. We've got then futurist Thomas Frey saying that the world of work is going to be turned upside down as 2 billion jobs, that's half of all employment on the planet today, will be gone by 2030. Why? Well, it's because of this. Robots. I know you might be thinking, James, you're nuts. Well, I'm not. In actual fact, you know, the jobs that our kids would do, the menial jobs when they're first starting a job, you know, like maybe even flipping a burger at McDonald's, well, those jobs are even being replaced by robots. And McDonald's have just developed a robot that actually flips patties. You know, and if you work in design, most stuff today gets sent overseas or offshore to get developed. Same with programming and all of that kind of things. Robots and technology have changed the way business is done. So when I look at the future for my children and my family, I realize I need to be training them differently. I need to make sure that they're well looked after. I need to make sure they're moving into areas and passions that they love, and they love what we do, which is great. And so we look at and help people understand that there are changes happening in the world. How do you chase your dreams? Because it seems there's two choices where we can shrink our dreams to fit our income, or we can expand our income to attain our dreams. So I want to ask you a quick question. Which is more important? Which would you find better to do? Would you prefer to expand your income? Just hit that little hand icon with the arrow on your GoToWebinar control panel if you like the idea of expanding your income instead of shrinking your dreams. Just give us a little, hit that little hand button. If for you the idea of expanding your income to attain your dreams is better than shrinking your dreams to expand your fit your income. Exactly, that's what we're talking about tonight. You know, Robert Kiyosaki said it's more important to grow your income than cut your expenses. It's more important to grow your spirit than cut your dreams. You know, I once heard a business consultant say to me, he said, James, you know, and I'm pretty sure he got it out of a book I read as well. If you go somewhere and all you feel is defeated because you've dropped your expenses, you're better to keep your expenses high and actually keep building your dream, but putting the action behind accomplishing your dreams. You know, there's a lot of conversation around that, and that's time for another time, but what we're trying to help you guys to understand is that it's more important for you to expand your income because, hey, let's face it, you can't get blood out of a stone. What do the experts say? Well, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant, the business school for people who love helping people, and so many other books, said that the cash flow quadrant works like this. The employee, which is E, is a person that has a job. Most people fall into the employee category. Then we have the S, which is self-employed, which is the person that owns a job, you know, which is kind of funny. You might think you've got a business, but in fact, if you don't turn up every day, how long will your business last? 80% of people hang out over here, but there's only 10% of the wealth. Whereas if you can move over here into the business owner and then investor quadrant, this is where 10% of people hang out and 90% of the wealth. You see, as a business owner, you own a system and people work for you. But in network marketing, it's a little bit different. You own a system, people work with you. So how does that work? Well, my wife and I, Robert Kiyosaki says a business is a business that has 500 employees. So it's not a business until it has 500 employees. Well, we'll teach you how to build a business that has well over 500 people that you are receiving an income from. Our business is in 21 countries around the world. Personally, has something like 40,000 people within that business, and we receive an income from everything that they do. See, this is where we have leverage, where we can take time off. Tonight, you're going to learn how I was able to take 2 to 3 years off our business, work 1 to 3 hours per month, and still earn $250,000 a year. See, the number one way to increase your wealth is not to get a second or a third job. It's to start a part-time business. Now, the network marketing industry, or the MLM industry, has really had a bad rap over the ages because, people have been used to flogging it to their friends and their family. They've been trained to have a dinner party when it's actually an undercover operation to pull out a whiteboard and sign somebody up into their network marketing business. That's not what we do. That's not who we are, and it's not what we train. You see, traditional business is you have a manufacturer, they have the middlemen like wholesalers, distributors, and the like. They sell it to a retailer, and then you, as a consumer, comes and buys it from the retailer. What we do is we train people to use the similar sort of model. We've got the manufacturer, but we get rid of those two icons, the middleman and the retailer. You get our products, and through your social network, you're able to build a business. We teach people how to use Facebook, text messaging. We even have an app today that I use my app over and over again today to teach people how to build a business just from your phone. See, 78% of people trust recommendations from friends. Let's face it, you do. You've bought a food before that a friend's recommended. You've been to a movie if someone's recommended. You've probably even listened to music that somebody else has recommended, or been to a convention that somebody else recommended you go to. We all listen to what other people say to do, but most of the time you don't get paid for that. Well, with us, the simple thing is you get paid. Do we want you to sell your friends and your family? No, we don't want that. That's not what's going to happen. In fact, people will buy our products because that's what we have. Will you need to build some skills? Absolutely. Will you need to develop yourself? Definitely. See, the better that you become, the higher your income. So if you're a person that enjoys getting better, if you like the idea of getting a bigger income, if you like the idea of freedom, we can show you how to do that. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but in fact, it is a program that will allow you to develop wealth. But let's look at the global sales of network marketing. You've got in 2012 the NFL, the National Football League over in the US, worth $9.5 billion. But all of the kids, all of the boys want to be part of the NFL. Why? Well, they want a part of that small amount of money that's there. Then you've got the music industry, but everyone wants their big break in the music industry because they think there's a lot of money there, and there is. But very few people actually succeed. But it's only worth $16.5 billion. The video gaming, 67, movie, 80 billion. Network marketing is actually worth more than the movie, the video, the music, and the NFL industry combined. We're worth over $167 billion. So where do you think you should be positioned? If you want to make money, don't you think you want to be where the money actually is? Well, that's network marketing. Now, who are our market? Who's joining the network marketing industry? Well, we've got the millennials, the young people over the age of 18, they're in the early 20s. They've looked at what mum and dad have said and they said, hey, no thanks. I've watched you work for 40 hours a week for 40 years and you're about to retire on 40% of what you couldn't live on when you had a full-time job. That's not security for me, thanks. I'm not doing that. They understand that climbing the corporate ladder, there's no security there because they know that a boss can let go of them at any time. They want to be their own boss. They want to have their own companies. They want the freedom that comes. So the millennials are looking at our industry and going, yeah, baby, that's what I want. And you've got the baby boomers that are entering retirement. Their brains work just fine. They've got plenty of energy. They've got lots of skill, and they want to know, how can I make more money for my retirement? How can I earn an extra $1,000 to $2,000 per month so I can travel and do the things I want to do? Their homes generally are paid off, or they're moving into retirement and they've still got debt. So they're looking at the direct selling industry as a viable solution. But this is a big one for us. This is what we're seeing, a massive influx. And it's parents wanting to be parents. Mums want to be home with their kids. They've had enough of having to go and have a job or a second job. They're missing that time with their kids, and their kids are actually having to go to daycare and be looked after and raised by somebody else. Dads have had enough of never being home with their kids, missing those important events and not being able to do the things they want to do. And both have had enough of getting at the end of the week and not having enough money for themselves. They're not being able to go out for dinner or go on a holiday. Their friends, or they see other people going on a cruise or other people going on the holidays of their dreams, but they're not able to do those things. We're able to show all of those segments how they can do it. You see, there's growth trends that are happening out there, and they're mega. You've got the wellness and fat loss industry growing, booming. You've got the business where people are looking for a business, but then you've got another trend called social entrepreneurship. People have had enough of companies just making money for making money's sake. They're looking for a breakthrough. They're looking for a change. And what Mannatech has been able to do is, through a unique method of operation called social entrepreneurship, we were able to change the world. You see, there are 5 million children under the age of 5 that die every year of malnutrition. 5 million. We do not believe that's acceptable. We have a solution for that. 5 million children under the age of 5. Our goal is we're going to nourish those 5 million children by a simple program that every time we establish a client, we nourish a child. And what we're seeing is that the biggest reason people are joining us now is not because we have the best products anybody has seen, not because we have a business where they can enjoy an incredible income, but because they can partner with a company that actually has a solution to the world's greatest crisis right now. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. You see, we have over 100 patents in 37 countries around the world. Now, our patents are not on our coloring, they're not on our brand, they're actually on product. Why is that important? Well, it secures your life, secures your future. It means that nobody can come along and take what we have. We have 17 human clinical studies, meaning that we've tested our products in 7 different clinical studies to prove that they do what we say they do. No other company does that and comes close. We now, even though this is 196, we're now over 200 people have earned over $1 million with Mannatech. My wife and I have earned well over 2 million so far. And last year alone, we gave 20 million servings to children in need around the world. Now, nobody has heard of that. You know, nobody, it's not on the news, it's not on the radio, it's not in the magazines. Nobody knows that we gave 20 million servings away last year. Nobody knows that we're going to nourish these 5 million kids. But we need your help. We need your help to tell the world what we're doing. You see, in 1996, we issued a patent on Ambrotose. Now, when we brought this product to the market, nobody believed us. No one knew. Nobody believed what we said this product was going to do. And then the results started coming in from people as we started to receive incredible testimonies. This product that you're about to hear from is a product required by every cell in the body, every body on the planet, and every process of the human body. But the science was so new, nobody knew what it was going to do. And then all of a sudden, it came out in a journal called Harper's Biochemistry, and they validated that we had the nutrients required by every cell. But then what happened is we got questioned. Our science got questioned. And people started to say it couldn't be true. If everything that the body needed was found in a little bottle, how could it be true? Well, what happened is that it took us about 5 years after the poo really hit the fan to really prove our science. Now, the benefits of this nutrient you're about to hear from is now set in place. As it says here, all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it's ridiculed. Second, it's violently opposed, and boy, was it opposed. Third, it's accepted as being self-evident, and that's where we are today. The nutrient you're about to hear, called a glycan, is now studied by every research institute on the planet. It is now every pharmaceutical company in the planet wants to synthesize it. Why? Because we own the patents on it. and they can't get it. This is incredible. But let's look at the markets. Let's look at the demand. We have the weight management industry valued at $583 billion. We have the anti-aging industry, $39 billion. We have the sports performance, $6.7 billion. We have the nutrition and integrative health, $82 billion. We have a product that will impact every one of these markets. We own the technology. We have no competition with it, and we're looking for people to partner with us. And every time we establish a client, we will nourish a child. See, the discovery is this. This is your immune system. This is your white blood cell, your macrophage cell. Down here are your red blood cells. The way that these two cells communicate to one another, and they talk to one another so that this cell can say, are you a good cell or a bad cell, is through these glycans or glyconutrients. This cell comes along and this one says, nourish me, repair me, destroy me because I'm a bad cell, protect me or regulate me. Now, what happens when there's a miscommunication? Autoimmune disease can affect. Autoimmune disease is a disease that the body starts attacking itself. Arthritis and the like is an autoimmune disease. What Ambrotose is, it is the communication process of the human body. We were able to validate this nutrient. In fact, we were able to validate it out of the University of Adelaide down in South Australia. And the validation, just one part of the validation says that it improves brain function. How many people do you know that are looking for a way to improve their brain function, their memory, their concentration, their attentiveness, their mood, their body's ability to respond to bacterial vaccines, to support cellular communication, the digestive function, irritability? This product is required by every cell in your body, every body on the planet, and every process of the human body. Now, every process of the human body includes the way we age. Now, your collagen and the elastin, which is to do with is the thing that allows your skin to look supple and smooth. We were needing a way to get this glycan through the skin. We developed it. It's called Youth. Youth is the world's first anti-aging product developed on glycans that penetrates the skin. It rebuilds the skin matrix. It is a skin cream. It is a wrinkle cream, a night cream, an eye cream, a day cream, all rolled up into one, including a serum. This is an incredible product. Anybody that uses anti-aging products, as soon as you start to use this, is blown away. If I can recommend that you take a before photo, then once you put it on, half an hour later, take an after photo, then a week later, take it again, a month later, take it again, 2 months, and then 3 months, and watch what happens. What about losing weight? Well, did you know that these glycans are actually required for the way you lose weight as well? You see, when you diet, half the weight you lose is muscle. The problem with losing muscle is that your muscle is directly linked to your metabolism. So the more muscle you lose, the more your metabolism drops off. What this product does, it's called Osaline. It actually makes the body burn 3 times more fat than muscle. So ask yourself this question. Could you see a market for a product that makes the body burn 3 times more fat than muscle? That's it here. Then we have a product called Nutrivirus. Now the problem is when a person diets, they're lacking the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the antioxidants, that the body needs to sustain health. Now, the thing that happens is that the body starts to crave these nutrients, and the way that it craves it, it makes people hungry. So they go on this binge because the body's saying, you're hungry, you need nutrients, when in fact it's just saying, you're not hungry, this is the only way you can get the vitamins and the minerals you need. So what Mannatech has is the world's only plant-derived vitamin and mineral supplement that's standardized. Now, when I should say plant-derived vitamin and mineral supplement that's standardized. You see, 95% of all vitamins and minerals on the planet today are synthetic. Now, synthetic means that they're made from coal tar. Coal tar is the black sludge at the bottom of an oil barrel. We own the technology for the world's first plant-derived vitamin and mineral. So you add these two together in a smoothie, and you've got your most nutritious meal you will ever have, and watch the inches drop off. So look, it's easy to get started. Select the pack, get an account number with a 90-day, 100% money-back guarantee, establish a monthly order. You get a loyalty reward every time your order goes through, which means that if you order $100 a month worth of product, you get $20 put back onto your account, and after 3 months, you can use that money. So it's kind of like buy 5, get the 6th one free. And the great thing though is every time you order your products, we nourish a child. And then use our system and we'll train you on how to connect with people who want to improve their well-being, expand their income, or be part of a greater mission. We give you the world-class support and training through events, training, tools, mentoring. Every one of our team members gets mentored personally. Now let's talk about money. And I want you to see what the income potential is with us. First, we have active income bonuses, and then we have long-term income bonuses. Active income is the money that you make from moving fast. So at the start, these are the one-off bonuses. Now, to get started with Mannatech, a person, if they want to build a business with us and they really want to do something, we have a couple of options. Our highest option is $598. So if you help 4 people get established at $598, you'll earn $800 or around about, plus some other bonuses, which takes it up to around $1,000. So imagine that. Help 4 people get started at $598. You earn close to $1,000. So give me a wave if you'd like to be able to earn an extra $1,000 this month. Just give us a little wave. Let me see who would like. Yeah, got hands going up everywhere. Of course. It's very simple to do. People want our products and people are looking for a solution. We have the solution for them. All you have to do is bring them onto a webinar like this where they get to see the information and make a choice for themselves. Next, let's look at the residual income, the money that just keeps coming in. First of the residual income is called a regional director. That will give you a volume of around 1,500 points. That means you're going to nourish around 15 children every single month. It's an incredible feat. Average annual income is between $1,800 to $5,000 per year. I mean, what could you do with an extra $100 a month? Or $100 a week, sorry. That actually takes some pressure off people. Target, do that in 1 to 3 months. That's when everything changes. Do it in 1 to 3 months. Do it fast. We'll show you how. The asset value of that is around $91,000. So let's say you were earning $5,000 a year, $100 a week, passive income. Okay, that would be equivalent to having $91,000 in the bank at a 6% return. Now, there are no banks on the planet today giving a 6% return, but we are giving us. So I was talking to a mate of mine the other day, and he said, no, you'd be lucky to get about 3%. So it's like, okay, so there's banks out there giving 3%. There's probably some more giving a little bit more than that, but that's what you're looking at. Okay, so next level is called National Director. National Director is 6,000 points, 60 kids being nourished, annual income between $10,000 to $18,000 a year, over $1,000 a month coming in. Target, do that within 3 to 6 months. Asset value, $250,000. Next is called Executive Director. Executive Director is 20,000 points, kids impacted 200, annual income 26,000 to 60,000, target 6 to 12 months, asset value almost $1 million. Now, some people might look at that and go, that's incredible. It is. It really is to have an asset value at around that amount, earning 20, because this is passive income. Next, Presidential Director. Help some people go executive. You go presidential, 60,000 points, 600 kids, annual income $70,000 to $110,000 a year, target 1 to 5 years, asset value $2 million at 6% return. And it doesn't stop there. You can keep building with us, and so will your income. Help someone, all the way up to platinum presidential, $500,000 a year, and it doesn't even stop there. So I want you to hear from a couple of people tonight. I've organized a couple of testimonies here so you can hear from them on what's happening for them. So first of all, I want you to hear from Jo. Jo's an incredible home mum, working from home. She's done wonderful things. In fact, Jo just went to Senior National Director, which is a level in between, let me come back here, in between executive and national. So it's just not on these slides. We're so proud of it. So Jo, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, James.
Fire away. Why don't you give us your product and your business testimony combined there?
Thanks, James. Well, I got started in the business because I wanted to, help out with the bills, and I didn't want to have to put my little boy into daycare. You know, I wanted to spend time with him at home, and I was looking for something that I could do from home and came across this business and decided to give it a go. And I'm so grateful that I did, because it has, you know, it's dramatically changed our lives in so many ways. Um, you know, I've always wanted to give to a charity, and you know, we've never been able to have the spare money to do so. So through this business, you know, with Mission 5 Million, I know that I'm now nourishing over 60 kids a month, and that you know, is a real passion of mine. I've worked with children my entire career, so I really loved that about the business, and also the fact that I could do this at home with my son, and build a business, help people, and secure our financial future, which every day it just gets brighter and brighter, which is really cool. The products have been amazing. You know, I've used many of the products, and I feel like I have more energy, I'm sleeping better. My son, he takes the Manna bears and he just loves them. Every day he asks for his bears, and he's such a good
Mm.
kid, and he's always well, and you know, a lot healthier than some of the other kids around. So I, I do think that that's due to the products. And the other great thing is the support from the team, the professional development, the training. It's really helped me grow as a person. Um, and I've learnt so much over the past year and a half. And the really exciting thing is the incentives as well. I'm off on a all expenses paid cruise in 5 weeks' time with some of the team, so I'm really, really excited about that. Also heading over to Dallas, Texas next year in April, and hopefully from there to New York. So this business has so much opportunity in so many areas, you know, for your health, your finances, achieving dreams, and so much more. So all I can say is you've got nothing to lose. Just give it a try and go for it.
Joe, well done. Hey, and congratulations again on hitting Senior National Director, which means you're nourishing 120 kids a month now. Well done, Joe.
Thank you, James.
You know, it's one of the nicest things around, everyone, is when you get to work with incredible people like Joe, who's a stay-at-home mum. You know, she's home for her kids and, you know, earning over $1,000 a month, and a business that's international and continues to grow. Now, I want you to hear from another lady. This lady's incredible. She's my sister. I'm so proud of her. Now, Raquel's only just gotten started with us to build a business, but I want you to hear from her product testimony. And so, Raquel, if you just press the unmute button, if you can do that on your computer there. Maybe not. Looks like she might be having some technical issues there. Raquel? No, that's all right. Yep, there she goes.
Unmuted.
You there, Kat? There you go. You're unmuted now. How you doing?
Good. How you going?
Give us your testimony.
Okay. So yeah, I've been with Mannatech for I think just under 8 years now. I got started because I was a single mum and I had to face the fact of raising a child and on Centrelink, not being able to go to work. Jamie had been in the business for many, many years, and I'd seen him succeed, and I too wanted to do something that would allow me to be home with the family. So I said, how do I get started? And he said, well, you need to do this and that, and you need to do it. So I jumped in, and I haven't looked back. I absolutely love the products. I love the income. All my family take the products, including myself. I've taken Osoline in the past couple of weeks, getting ready for summer again. Lost 3 kilos in 3 weeks. My family take all of the products, Nutrivirus, the PhytoBurst, and it really helps their stress levels, their ability to control themselves, just their daily lives, and it's just fantastic. My husband has problems with his knees, back pain, all those issues, and we have so many products that just help us overall well-being. Mannatech is just the company to be with, and I couldn't speak highly enough for them.
Thanks, Kel. You guys, I'd love you to hear Raquel's story. You know, she's been through, I would classify hell and back. She didn't stay in hell, she kept going. And from car accidents to interesting things, and all that time stayed on our products and is starting to build with us now. And Raquel, I'm so proud of you. I love being your brother. It's really nice. It's nice being a brother and being able to say, come on, sis, let's do this. And she's just jumped on board with us to do that after all those years of being on the products and being able to make a little bit of money a long way as well. Actually, I say a little bit, you've made thousands, but anyway. Well done, Kel. And I want you just one last person. Hey, I'm going to put this man on the spot. His name's Phil Walkden-Brown. Now, he may or may not be able to give his testimony tonight, but I really would love it if he can. Phil, if you can hear me, mate, if you can unmute your line, let me know. Phil is incredible, lives up in Brisbane, being able to build an international business, but doesn't look like he can unmute his line for us tonight. That's okay. I just saw him online, and I thought, I'll put him on the spot if I can. It doesn't look like I can tonight. That's okay. I'll give you an idea. But Phil and Patricia got started in business with us, and after 12 months of being with us, the company that they had a distributorship for, they were earning over $100,000 a year from it. That company decided to sell their license. They no longer had an income coming in for retirement. They are full-time carers of their son, and this couple is incredible. I love them so much, and they've been able to build an international business and income that gives them security. And that's what this is about. You know, it's about changing people's lives. So we have two options. You have our champion option for $598. You get $598 worth of product, unlimited income potential, access to power bonuses, which is that first bonus I told you about. And remember, people do what you do. So if you get started at the $598 option, they'll get started at that level. And every time you introduce somebody to that level, you make 400 points. So it's a very, very quick way to get through the leadership levels if you're getting people started at the champion option. You never purchase that pack again. It's only ever get it once. That's it. Or you can get started at our basic option, $12. Now, maximum you'll earn is $4,000 to $5,000 a year, but it is a stepping stone. You can upgrade from here to here. You know, you might want to just get on the products. If you just want to be a client of our products, that's okay. You might want to just lose weight. That's okay. It's $12 to get started, get your account established, get your 20% rewards program, and just from ordering the product every single month, you'll be able to help your child. The average order per month starts at about $130, $135 per month. That's all you need to do. So just replace the products that you use each month from the shops with our products. It's simple. We'll train you. We'll mentor you. We also have your own websites with us, so we'll help you with marketing. For only $10 per month, you get your own websites. You get a contact management system that allows you to send emails. It allows you to keep up to date with the information on your contacts. And that's only $10 per month if you want. You don't have to have that. That is not compulsory. It's just a value added if you want it. However, this part is free. And this is what everyone is raving about. It's our free access. It's professional training, online training available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have the most concise archives of training on how to speak to people, how to use Facebook, how to prospect, how to market, all of those things online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, free of charge for our team. Every team on the planet wants that, and they will pay for it. They cannot get it. It is only for our team. You also get one-on-one coaching. So the person that invited you onto tonight's webinar will coach you. They will look after you. They will support you in building your business. Just get back to them, and we have a 90-day, 100% satisfaction guarantee. But the thing that we're most, excited about is Mission 5 million. 5 million children under the age of 5 die every year of malnutrition. We want to stop that. We need to stop it, but we need your help. We will do this, but we need your help. You see, Aurea, which is one of the girls that's been on our program, this is what she looked like when she first started taking our products because she was malnourished. You know, she was size of, she weighed as much as a 6-year-old. The problem is she was 12. She was malnourished, she had no muscle mass, her hair was falling out. After 12 months on our product, this is her. We're so proud of what we do. So the question is, what do you want to do? Which option best suits you? Richard Branson says, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, just say yes, then learn how to do it later. You already know how to learn things. You already know that you can learn new skills. We can teach you. You might be thinking, I don't have the time. But what I have learned over the years is that if you want something done, give it to a busy person, because we all have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's about finding in that time something you really want to do. You might be thinking, I don't know how to do it. That's okay. You can learn skills. You might be thinking, I don't have the money. Anybody has $12. At least get started there. Order the products each month and you're in business. At least start somewhere, because the thing is, you don't want next month to be the same as this month. You don't want next year to be the same as this year. You want it to be better. But the only way it'll be better is if you make a change. So look, we need your help. We need your help, whether you're a client or whether you're a champion with us. Whichever one best suits you, let us know. Get back to the person that invited you onto tonight's webinar. Let them know if you're going to come on as a basic $12 with ordering product and maybe refer some people and get you $100 a month, or as a champion, $598, and changing the world as we know it. And let's go do something big. God bless everyone. Get back to the person who invited you onto tonight's webinar. Do it immediately. Get an email out to someone immediately that invited you onto the webinar, and let them know what you want to do. Option 1 and option 2. And no, you don't need to sell to your family and friends if you don't want to. But let me tell you, friends will want to know about these products. But it's not about selling to them. It's about just giving them some information. Let them choose if they want this product or not. If they want to lose weight, this is the best way for them to lose weight. If they want products for their wellness, if they want to get rid of wrinkles, these are the best products for their wrinkles. If you don't want to speak to people you know, we can help you with that too. God bless everyone. Have a good night.